and not just informational.
Exactly. I mean, I think we got a lot of new audience, and the questions are also based on how old the audience is. So it was pretty good questions, and I've noticed perhaps these questions also, when the audience is new, these questions shows up, which is great. And yeah, it was great. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, a lot of fishermen. Hello, fishermen, fisherwomen.
Someone's just realised it's me.
Who do you think that is, Morgan?
I knew it. I knew it.
Only I can recognize you just from the writing, even because I don't know all your foxes, to be honest, But also Legendary Rod. I was like, who else could it be right now? Legendary Rod.
How many legendary rods are total?
Good question.
Do you got a
Maybe
number?
20, something like that.
Wow.
Maybe 30. I actually gave 4, and I realized I maybe we have only one left in the community wallet. Like we just simply don't have it. Don't have any to give you. Interesting. So are people just doing rocks, or are you guys doing everything?
I do everything.
Yeah, I also do everything.
Oh, I wish I was joined the World of Rogues at the first at the first ever beginning. But I didn't know about World of Rogues.
When was that? In April.
I joined the World of Rogues when you moved to Nia, and a few weeks before the meeting. Yeah, only a weeks ago before the meeting. So, but I wish I was here from the start.
You're still pretty early.
I know.
Exactly. We are here solid, a bit more solid than this tree.
But
Maybe like the purple trees, like just sitting there and not but not that it's not moving. That's wrong metaphor, maybe.
That's good. That's good.
But growing.
Yeah, we wish we could just get the word out there more, because I think there's a lot of people that would have enjoyed coming through the season with us.
Yeah. How about friends? I'm just asking this just for something that we're planning to do. You may have heard this actually about the loaning. But I just wonder, do you guys have friends that you think might be interested? If they don't need to buy a fox or anything like that, they can just come in and play.
Yeah, I have one gamer friend. He's into League of Legends. Yes, no, Dota. He plays a lot of Dota. He maybe. I'm going to talk to him or introduce him. Let's see if he joins.
Yeah, most people I know are like afraid to buy NFTs or think it's too complicated. If they can just play the game, I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's a big barrier to entry, definitely.
So say, for example, they wouldn't need to pay anything, right, to get an NFT, but they would probably need to set up a wallet. So just that. And then what else? And then you would need to give them access to your Fox, but without without your Fox leaving your wallet. So basically, just to loan it, just to loan the experience, right? In game versus the actual NFT, right? The NFT stays with you. Do you think that that's do you think that your friends would find this too much?
I don't know. I think as long as the process of loan lending is easy, maybe people join easily.
And what we'll do is we'll give you a nice slider, so you can slide it to all the way to I get 100% of all the wood that they cut down.
No.
To if you're feeling charitable, then they get 90% and you get 10% or something.
No, I would do that.
Sorry?
I know Aled would be on the generous side. I can tell.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of 50-50, but I'm also wondering. Yeah, it's good for me to get 30 or 40. The rest I don't need.
That sounds sensible. I think I would be the same. I'd put it like 50%, probably 50-50.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna be doing slave labor. 100% for me.
Well, at least you're honest.
Nah, just joking.
I mean, how honest would you be? Would you actually, because they'd be cutting down trees and they'd be like, I don't seem to get any wood when I chop down this. Oh no, it's just for fun. You don't actually get anything.
Brilliant.
I think the game is in early stage at the moment. That's why not many people are trying to play and get engaged with. That's my opinion. I think because if game in a few years, 1 or 2 maybe, when the game is more developed and far ahead, more people will join. And also gaming is very, very, very new in the year. So.
Oh my God, guys, I've done the same thing. I think that I didn't share my screen,
No.
my video.
Ah.
What's going on today?
Well, I have been streaming, so at
Nice.
least we've got some streaming. And Aled, are you streaming as well?
Yes,
today?
I am streaming. Well.
Okay, cool.
I just saw. I was like, what? I've just been sharing just my face and just talking to myself, talking to you, but still.
No. Good. Let's go.
So yeah, so that's a good commentary about. I wondered what we can respond here about being early stages, because yeah, I don't know, Morgan, what is your response? Because essentially it's more developed than a lot of Web3 games in some aspects, but yes, in others, of course, yes, we have so much to do yet, right? And that's the vision. But the thing is, you can go in and start playing like today, right? Versus anything else, and also using your avatars, right? And it's more everything animated, etc. Morgan, what you wanna add to that?
Yes, I mean it's incredibly early, right? Which is nice because we're testing out the tech, you know, making sure the multiplayer works and everything, and of course figuring out along with the community what the priorities are. So I guess this is good, you know, Anna asking the question, you know, should we add Foxy Rental first? Because it'd be quite nice to have some of these things in place so that when there is more of a game, people can share it easily with their friends. So it's just a case of really priorities. I mean, there's obviously a lot more sort of game stuff we want to add, starting with the fishing tournaments. And of course we've got PvP. We did have an idea because everyone really liked the maze. The maze was way popular and that was Anna's idea. Quite a simple little game, but what we could do, and it'd be fairly simple to do, is just have like a procedurally generated maze once a week, and then whoever does the maze the quickest gets some kind of prize or something. So we could add lots of little things like that that are fairly easy to add, and would make it feel more of a game, you know, adding sort of small little mini games like that. Because the big adding the questing system, like a really large questing system of monsters and dungeons and stuff, obviously that's our long-term goal, but that's going to take a while. So we do need to grow the player base to a decent degree before we add that. So it's just trying to figure out what's compelling enough to add at this stage fairly easily, that would make people interested enough to keep coming in.
Yeah. I mean, the game already has a great start. There's regularly, daily basis, people are coming and playing, both in morning session and evening session, which is amazing. Many games that I've played in near games on the blockchain, like with Riemann, Into the Sphere, those games, right? They are functionally game, but you don't see anyone barely once a day going down and play the game. So this is great start, in my opinion.
Yeah, this is. I feel this is the way to go, right? Because you know, there's lots of stories of people doing multiplayer games, and then there's just not enough people to play the game, right? You know, they can't even find one other person to play the game with. But we've already got like 20 people coming in, right? So if we add something competitive or something, you know, then we're definitely going to have enough people to enjoy and play that game. So this is definitely the better way to go. But it's just peace, it's just figuring out what to add and when, and you know, what people would find compelling. And obviously we've got some pretty cool ideas, right? I've got some, even in season 1 we're going to add some stuff that are surprises that, you know,
Nice.
that no one knows about, on top of the things that you know about, like, you know, the fishing competition, and of course everybody kind of knows there's crafting coming and stuff, right? So there's other stuff coming that you kind of know about, but there's stuff that no one knows about that we're going to add. And some of those I'm pretty bullish about, that I think they will get people coming back, just to experience these things.
And I also played what's it called? Island. AI Land is a multiplayer shooter.
Oh yeah.
I was there and I saw nobody. I was mini game.
Which
15,
one?
20
Sorry, which one?
AI Land. It's
AI
on, I think, on Steam or Epic Game Store. AI Land,
Hmm.
and you don't see nobody. It's a functional game, but you see nobody. And you got deathmatch, and you got battle royale. Yeah, free to play, but there is no one to play with unless you have a few friends.
Yeah. And we've tried a few things and they haven't worked. So it's quite I quite like this way of doing things. Right, we added like kind of text adventure stories as before your time, Aled, and yes, they just weren't that. They were fun, but they were very kind of like a lonely experience, really, which isn't really what we're going for, right? We're going for sort of like being able to see everyone running around and enjoying themselves, you know, and conversing like this. So we want to add more experiences like that. The fishing's great, right? Because you can stand next to someone, you can see them casting out. I would quite like to add a little bit more, so that you can kind of see what they're pulling out and stuff. That will be coming. You know, that would be even cooler. And then of course things that will add a lot, I think, which are going to be nice, is things. This is something that we thought about, but to get to brought up, which is a cool idea, was like every few trees that you chop, there's a chance that a chest, like a loot box, will drop
Yeah.
with stuff in, right? Which we definitely want to do because that's going to be super cool. It's got to be pretty rare, right? But we also want to, like, whoever gets it, right? Everyone else in the server finds out, right? Everyone else in the room. So,
Yeah.
so you kind of know
Yeah.
that people are getting stuff. Like, actually, we should do it for message in the bottle when anybody actually gets a message in the bottle, because it will hack me off, right? If I'm fishing away, right, and somebody next to me gets a message in the bottle, that's going to be so funny.
Yeah.
If you actually
Jealousy.
comes up on my screen and says, "Oh, this fox next to you has just got a message in a bottle. How bad do you feel?" That's just going to be funny.
Fortnite has it when if you got the most kill, you got a crown up above your head. It means shows you killed the most. So
Yeah.
something similar like that.
Oh, that's
You
a
gotta
cool idea, actually. Yeah, you could have a little message in a bottle icon over your top of your head or something for a little while. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like that idea.
I've got a question about, but like I really want honest answers then. Like that's a user research type of thing. But if we say you can invite each of you guys, if you're listening, each of you can invite five friends, right? Or up to 5 friends. How many of them? How many friends do you think are actually going to come in and play? That's an honest question. If it's zero, fine, right? You've got to tell me the truth. Obviously you can't know, but in your opinion, how many do you think you're gonna have to actually come in and play?
on daily basis.
Well, let's start just come and play just once, right? How many do you think you can get to just come in and play once or twice, right?
Yeah. I can think of two at the moment. They would love to come and play and test the game, or they would be happy to try it. But
And how many? Yeah.
They are not in Web3 on crypto or anything. So actually, three I would recommend. I would guess they would love to be happy to come and play the game.
Yeah, I think maybe one or two.
Yeah.
Okay, and then how many of them do you think? And again, it could be zero, but how many do you think will be playing? Like, I don't know, every day is a lot, but let's say 3 or 4 times a week.
I would say two.
I don't know. Will depend on what their experience is with the game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a hard question to answer, really, because yeah, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't know. I mean, you might know your friends pretty well, right? But don't really know whether they would bounce off a game where at the moment they're just chopping down stuff, right? It's very hard
Yeah.
to know them that well, to sort of, you know, whether they're grinders or not, right? It's actually quite surprising. It's quite difficult to know whether someone's a grinder or not, right? And it's quite happy to sort of you know, do, you know, get addicted to kind of just chopping down trees, and some people find it quite therapeutic, right? I kind of quite just like it.
Yeah.
I kind of zone out and it's kind of nice, right? But some people just wouldn't bounce off it completely.
Yeah, that all depends on what people like.
Exactly, yeah.
'Cause I am love single player, good single player game, open world or semi-open world, and let's say in, if I would never play games like World of Rogues in the past, but today I'm here and I enjoy the game. So
See, open world games is a really interesting one, right? Because some people absolutely hate them because they don't give enough direction to them, right? Some people like to go into a game and just know, be kind of almost fed the experience.
yeah,
And some people don't like that at all. Some people are given an open world and they just go in their own direction, and they love that, right? They love being able to just do their own thing. And some people absolutely hate that. It's quite, and it's quite difficult to tell who's gonna, you know, maybe they have
exactly.
certain character traits, but it's pretty tricky to figure out, you know, what someone's gonna like.
Exactly.
Mm.
Really hard questions. Really hard questions.
And there is no wrong answer, right? I think
Yeah,
so. For
that's right.
example, if you think you can't have you don't have any friends, right? If that would be interested, then we shouldn't be doing the loan to earn. That's why I'm asking. You know,
But from
that's
that, I mean, I guess it's not brilliant research, right? Because it's only like a couple of people. But actually, if you know, two people in the chat here think they might be able to get like one or two people to come along, that's actually worthwhile, right? Because if everybody's averaging one or two people to bring along, that's suddenly 40 people playing the game, right?
Yes.
And then, of course, if just one or two out of that extra 20 people enjoy the game, and then they get a fox, and then they can get their friends to come along, then suddenly you've got a little bit of a viral mechanism there, right?
Perhaps do a bounty. Uh, Someone make a video or something. Videos is good, and post it on I don't know, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that jazz, and the most viewed or the most liked. gets some cool stuff.
I think that is a good one, right? Because you don't really need. I mean, there are some people out there and some friends that have quite a lot of followers, right?
Right.
We had someone just work for us for just like a few weeks, and she had TikTok videos that had been seen by over 1 million people, right?
What?
And she was just, yeah, she was a nice girl. She was just very, yeah, very unassuming and everything. But you wouldn't look at her and think, God, you've got 1 million people watching you on TikTok, right?
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But TikTok is a bit like that, Morgan.
Hmm.
Not to undermine her efforts. I mean, she's done a great job, but yes, it's just the views on TikTok are, yeah, it just can go viral really quickly. Yeah, I'm saying this from experience, right? One of my videos, you know that one,
Yeah.
got 50,000 views or something, and then like 2 followers, right? It's a bit like that because the algorithm pushes it, then people view it, and etc.
Mm.
Although I haven't looked at the latest one. I mean, I haven't been on TikTok for a while.
As I post the video on TikTok, they get maybe 20, 30 like views. Not many actually. So,
Wow.
5 minutes left.
Yeah, it's almost day 50 soon, right? 50 days of this. Maybe we should extend the season to be up until day 100.
Well, I thought that was
Actually, it's
roughly.
planned like this.
It is planned like that. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 3 months, roughly.
Okay, now August, September, October. At the end of October
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Sorry about that.
Minutes to go until the end of the Rogues game.
I am looking forward in a few years. As I am here, we are going together, facing all difficulties together, but looking forward when there are hundreds and hundreds of people playing every day.
Yeah, we're going to look back at these times, right, when we could all just sit together in a Discord channel, right, and chat like this. I think we're going to be we're going to be looking back at these times saying, oh, that was good. It was just 20 of us
Yeah.
playing and we could just all chat. It was nice. I'm sure it'd be nice, when there's hundreds, but these are kind of special moments, I think.
Exactly. Going to be fun. An adventure.
Just like Bilbo, going on an adventure.
Yeah, let's go. Oh my gosh, I have 4 minutes left. Let's go. Okay, my last Foxy.
Oh yeah, we're all sporting good rods down here.
Right.
I dropped in ranking.
You Robin ranking, that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm almost catching with of it Sugetsu. Holy 10, only 10 left. Woohoo! I think Sugetsu is busy these days. He's not playing.
Oh, I have dropped in rank as well.
Wow.
Obviously, I don't play competitively, but still, it hurts.
Oh gosh,
I can't be number one.
Togetsu's only got a 10-point lead, right?
Yeah,
Oh my god, you're really catching up.
I think he's just busy not playing that game.
Yeah. Getting in the top 10 will be very, very hard. I'm at
Nah, you can
130
make it.
points now, but I
You
need
can make
200
it.
and
What rank
So
are you? Sorry.
I'm 12.
okay. Oh, I can't even see you, King Kahua, in this design that I have here. I can't see it.
Yeah, we need to change that.
We just need to display everyone. I think it's just the easiest.
Yeah.
You
I'm
also need-
curious how many are in total. To be honest with you, I don't know. It doesn't say.
and we also need a short command for leaderboard. Like E is for inventory, maybe L for leaderboard or something.
Yeah, that would be good actually. Yeah, good point. Make a note.
Would be handy, really handy.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh gosh, just over a minute left. Alright, let me see if I can.
Let's go. Okay, 1 minute 20 seconds.
I'm a bit lazy today. I'm just gonna be
Is that,
observing in the last few seconds.
is that you, Anna, behind the tree? No. I am working here. I'm working.
Wow. So actually the emojis appear behind the tree. That's really cool.
Yeah. There was something else I noticed today. I don't remember actually. I thought, wow, it's cool. What was it? I don't remember actually. But it was fun. Morgan, this morning session, the game had really kind of a lot of issues. Won't loading the game at all. Many times they just kicked me out. One every time, almost every time once when I try to enter the common and choose another Foxy, it was really, yeah, problemy.
Yeah, I think it's down to the regions. I think Photon does seem to be a little bit flaky at times doing across regions. So I think the sooner I make that something that you can put in your change in your settings and choose a region that's closer to you, the better. You'll have a better experience, but unfortunately it'll be a bit more lonely because not everyone will be in that region. But at least you'll have the option. If it's just booting you out and it's annoying, then obviously it's probably better just to be in a closer region, even if you're going to be sort of on your own. Oh,
Farwalker says
booted out.
World of Rogue should have events like holiday and music concerts.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Lots of things to come, guys. I can't wait, right? So I can't wait. We'll be revealing lots of things. Constantly building. So yeah. Only the few of you would know the first season.
We had the
Wow.
Halloween set.
As soon as the
Right.
Halloween.
Sorry?
We had the Halloween set, right? Or isn't that what you meant? In the game. With the bed and
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that again. That was funny. I mean, and Simone did some brilliant art for that. I mean, and presumably it's still going to be okay to use. I need to double check, but yeah, we've got some Got a pretty cool tile set for that.
That was so funny. Everybody being vampires.
That was, and Anna didn't realize that she was like stopping people from fishing by converting them to running up behind them, and they were getting upset. That's so fun. Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah. It took a little while for people to realize what was going on because I don't think we really told people, right? And then one person got infected by the bat, and someone else turned someone out. Oh, yeah, it was really cool. Yeah. I mean, we were thinking of maybe putting that in as some kind of game mode at some point, right? Because that was just quite a cool idea, sort of going around infecting people. But yeah,
looking forward to this autumn season and winter season. I think it's more active as well when it comes to gaming, right? So
true. Yeah.
yeah, in the northern hemisphere, you know, apologies for the southern hemisphere, but you know, yeah. Okay, I'll stop streaming now. But yeah,